Wow, wow, wow. NTRB. Look at this ticker just keep on ripping. Oh, it's so nice. I hope that this is a 2022 foreshadow because, man, we've been waiting for this kind of action. Right now, NTRB is up 180%, over 500 million in dollar volume. This is looking good. This is exactly what we're always waiting for. And NTRB is the first ticker we're going to talk about today. But first, let's do a little bit of a profit reveal. I don't think I did the best trading day today because I used smaller size. I actually did like okay trading. I didn't get any huge moves, but I was able to ride NTRB pre-market, that front side for a pretty good time, or at least trade that front side pretty much till $7, and that was a big pre-market resistance zone. Right now, obviously, it's at 11:50 and it's still running, but I stopped trading at pretty much 9:11 a.m. I just said, you know what, this is it for me. This is the last day of the week, the month, the year, and I'm just gonna call it. So I really think I'm actually up decently percentage-wise. I think I'm up like 20% on the day today, but I think I traded very small size, around $5,000. So I think my P&L is probably around $1,000, give or take. Hopefully give, but let's see what happens. Filled orders, canceled orders. I did 230 filled orders. That's not so many. Remove that. Yeah, wow. Okay, so I'm up $1,500 today. Let me actually hide the swing trades for a second here. I'm up $1,500 today. That's really not a bad way to go. So actually, that means I'm up 30% probably today based on my average position size. I should have sized up more today, but I just didn't feel like today was the day I really wanted to be sizing. So if anything, actually, I was sizing down and down and down and down. I think a lot of my trades were like $1,000, $2,000. It was really small. I only had a few trades that were like $10,000, and then definitely most were around $5,000. What I like though today is the fact that I only traded one ticker. That's usually when I do the best because there's one clear lead gapper that everyone's looking at, and you're going to probably get the best momentum out of that ticker. I didn't want to trade the market open because I just felt like that was an amazing front side pre-market. And if I was looking back the last like pretty much what it feels like 2 months or what feels like a whole entire year, honestly, we just haven't been getting like a good first leg gap and go. It's just been like you'll get a few 30% moves and then it's just over. So I didn't think we were going to see something like NTRB today. But I gotta say, the fact that we're seeing something like this, it makes me really excited for 2022. This is just really optimistic. This is just a really good way to end the year. Obviously, P&L, yeah, okay. $1,500, you know, it could have been more, but it could always be more. I just traded way too small size. I'm trading like 25% of the size I really want to be doing. I want to be doing like $20,000 plus per trade. So if I was doing that today, would have been like a $5,000 day, just doing nothing else, just, you know, sizing what I should be doing. Okay, so let's go to NTRB and zoom in on this one. Oh man, this is such a crazy ticker. I'm so happy we had something like this today. On the daily chart, it's been pretty ugly. Nothing really looked good on this ticker on the daily. But if you look, we've had some previous spikes on this one, so we've had high relative volume here. So this is a former gapper for sure, but it's been selling off ever since. It's been on a backside. But today we broke that critical $6 and $7 resistance zone. That's what I was trading around pre-market. That was the key zone. It's kind of crazy because I thought $7 was so high pre-market, and now it's up like 60+% from that zone. Let's see, pharmaceutical company, 7.8 million shares outstanding, $93 million market cap. They had another catalyst that I was looking at pre-market. This one came out around 8. Korean Intellectual Property Office has fully issued its patent. And then let's see what else was popping up here. Yeah, this is the same patent news. So it looks like there's some patent news in South Korea. And now it's reaching huge resistance right around $12. So keep an eye on that $12 zone. It's going to be very significant. We have another big resistance zone around 15. So if we break $12, maybe we're going to run to 15. I don't know. Let's look into the 5-minute chart and see what we got here. Whoa, this is just so crazy. This is so rare that we ever see something like this lately. I mean, there was a time where this was just like the standard. But in 2021 specifically, after the first quarter, small caps were like a desert. It was really frustrating to trade. And this was the year I really wanted to size up. But every time I was trying to size up, the market wasn't really there for that. So I felt like it was a little bit difficult for me, 2021. Still one of my best years ever, but I just feel like I wanted a little bit more out of it. And after Q1, I feel like the market really dried up. So I'm so excited to see something like this again. And you can see how I traded this one. So we had that first leg I traded. I slept in today, so I didn't wake up till about 5:45 my local time, which is 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. And that's why I was trading here and I wasn't trading here, which is fine because, pre-market was, 7 to 8 a.m. was just very, very slow. So I don't regret sleeping in. Actually, that was my plan. Yesterday, I slept in an extra hour, and today I slept in an extra hour. Right now, I'm in Utah, for everyone that doesn't know. So I have to wake up at 4:45 a.m. local time so I can trade the 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time pre-market TOS open. So yesterday I was really, really tired and there was no lead gappers, so I just went back to bed for an hour. Today, same situation, actually not the same situation. Basically, I was like, I'm just gonna sleep in an extra hour. It's the last day of the week, of the month, of the year. I don't think we're gonna have like that really early action based on what we've been seeing. And I was right. We didn't get any early action till about 8 a.m., which for me is not necessarily early. So yeah, I was able to trade this front side. Then we had consolidation. You can see I didn't trade any of this consolidation. In the Discord, I was like, this is the range, guys. Take out your scalp guns. I could have probably scalped a bunch here. There was a good 1-2% moves over and over and over and over again, because this is a 5-minute chart. So on the 1 minute, you'll see in a second how much opportunity there was. Eventually we had the Colby shake right here, which in the Discord it's called something else, but we'll try to keep it a little bit more PC here. But yeah, I traded the Colby shake a few times where basically there's two flushes. You have a flush to the downside and a flush to the upside, and whichever way it flushes first, it's going to reverse. And it's been it sounds ridiculous, but it's been one of the most consistent patterns we've been seeing in this horrible 2021 market. And then I traded a bit more here on the front side, and then it's just ripping. Look at this absolute crazy move. We had a bit of a red to green at the market open where we sold off 6%, and then we found big support on the 9 EMA and just ripped. Look at this, just perfect front side. Never did we really break the 9 EMA on the 5 minute too much. A little bit break here, 2 little breaks here. Maybe you can argue there was a break here at one point, but this is picture perfect gap and go. We had a gap up and then we go this is perfect. Oh my god. You know what? It's so perfect. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this right now. Just so I remember. Boom, gap and go. I'll save it for the archives. For the more videos I'm going to upload to the Foundation video series, which if anyone wants to check that out, remember tradejournal.co/connect. Step 2 is the Discord, so that's where we're hanging out. And step 3, you can see my Foundation video series here for day trading stocks and the slides and checklist PDF to get you started quickly. I always want to be updating that to get anyone up to speed really quickly. Okay, so back to NTRB. This ticker is pulling back right down the 5 minute, and again, this is looking like a good setup. I would maybe be a little bit more patient. We have a close here, and we have an open here at $10, and we have the 9 EMA. So somewhere around this $10 zone would be picture perfect an entry at one point. So this could be phenomenal entry. But let's go here and look at the 1 minute and see how we went ahead and traded this one. Oh, this ticker just makes me so excited. This is a real New Year's present here, guys. So coming back to the 1 minute, we're already talking about my trades on the 5 minute quickly, but let's zoom in a little bit. Boom, this ticker starts rallying again. This was a 25% move or so. I missed this move here, which is a little bit upsetting, but honestly, even if I was online, I don't think I would have traded this move because the ticker was only up 20-30% at this point, and that really doesn't get me too excited. And there was almost no volume at this point, so it really wasn't that interesting yet. I mean, look at this. We're between 20 and 40,000 shares being traded per minute. That's not a lot. That's not enough for me to be so interested. And that's why when I first traded this one, I was doing kind of small size. Eventually, we do get that second move here. This was a really nice 17% run. Unfortunately, I missed this whole beautiful zone right here, and then we hit that big $6 resistance. And this is already the zone where I was kind of getting nervous because I was like, okay, we have that potential to 7, but I don't know if it's just going to die here. So I didn't trade this range. I just felt like there's a good chance maybe it's going to flush. We haven't really been seeing a lot of continuation, so I'm just going to be careful. Eventually, we get the Colby shake where it runs to the upside, has that fake out, goes to the downside. I missed my entry here on that sell-off. This would have been a perfect entry zone around 570 or so. Now, usually this is a horrible entry. You're literally buying a break of support on big volume. That's the last thing you usually want to be doing. But lately, this market's been so weird that you could just pretty much throw out half your trading knowledge and you'll be profitable. Anyway, I've noticed that this pattern happens again and again and again, so that's why I did a few scalps in this area. I got this move here, that was kind of nice, but look at that, 300 shares, so very small position size. And then we had a huge breakout here, 8%. I missed this one, of course, but I did buy into the breakout, and I was able to walk away with some profits on that one, so that was pretty nice. Did a little bit of pullback trade here, and then milked this last little move up to $7. And here at 9/11, I was like, I don't know what I'm up today, but I feel like I milled NTRB pretty okay. I feel like I could have done much better, but at the same time, like, for what I was expecting today, you know, this was like 10x better than anything I could have expected for today. So I felt like at this point, I was like as lucky as I was gonna get. So I didn't trade the market open. I was like, you guys, I'm done. That was my last trade of the year. That was that perfect $7 target zone that I was looking for. Let's call it, and that's what I did. And then I did my workout. I did my shower. So I wasn't really watching any of this. I think at the end of my workout, somewhere in this area, I looked back here and then I was writing the Discord. I was like, wow, this was amazing. You know, I definitely would have been trading this any other day. But yeah, crazy. So this was a nice red to green move on the 5-minute. Look how well it just held that support zone right here on the 5-minute. This would have been the accumulation zone 101. Now, it's always easy to say these things in hindsight. It's always much more harder to do it when you're actually in the moment. But I mean, picture perfect. I mean, this is exactly what we're always talking about. 5-minute pullback, yada, yada, red to green move. I mean, this is like everything we've always talking about. Has a little bit of a fake out here, failed breakout, has a 1-minute pullback on that 5-minute breakout. And this would have been, if you missed this zone, this would have been loading the tank. And then boom, runs up 30%. It does get halted. I think it got halted once. I don't know. I didn't really check, but I think there was a hold once here in this area. And then it was ranging again. 5-minute setup, consolidation, bull flag, breaks out. Oh, look at this pullback here. 5-minute breakout, 1-minute pullback, perfect. 20% move, another move. It's just like, like this is why in like, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 trading days, you can make so much money, and then you take like a month off when the market's slow. And that's what I plan to do. So in Q1, as long as we get this kind of action, I'm going to try to get really aggressive. I want to start sizing up again. I mean, look at this volume. At this kind of volume is when you can start trading those $200,000, $300,000 on a ticker with $85 million market cap. This ticker right now is the most traded stock in the whole entire NASDAQ. And just think about that. And this ticker is more traded right now than like Tesla. So this is the kind of action we want. This is the kind of action that we're looking for. And this is when you could really start sizing up, getting aggressive. And this makes me so excited for 2022. Let's hope that this is just not a one-off ticker, and let's hope that at least once or twice a week we're going to get moves like this, because if we do, that's going to be the time to really gun it. And one thing I've been wanting to do is next year I want to take like a few weeks or maybe a whole entire month off of YouTube, of trading and everything. So we need this kind of momentum where it's going to allow me to milk the market as much as possible. And then once the market starts kind of cooling down again, you'll feel that, then it'll probably be a good time to walk away. Or maybe not. Maybe we're going to have a huge sell-off like we did in 2020. And there's those sell-offs were some of my best trading as well. So if we get a lot of action, I'm going to be there. But you know, once it really starts drying and we get like 1 or 2 weeks of just like desert, that's going to be a time where I'm going to walk away for a bit. So that was another reason why I didn't want to wake up so early today. Is just like I want to conserve as much energy as possible for when we see the market do more and more of this, because this is really when it's worth trading that extra hour, sticking around a little bit, because on this front side move, there's no point in calling it. Even now, it's probably not even worth calling it. I would probably still be watching this on a normal day. Because this is still on a front side pattern. It's still very aggressive. On the 5-minute, it's still very bullish. There's a good chance we're going to run to that $14 zone. I mean, that alone right there is another 30% profit you could somehow pull out. We have another resistance at $20. You never know how far these tickers are going to go. Because if you guys remember, when we were in Portugal, let's see, most popular, it was a video that got a lot of views. Was it ACY? Why do I remember PPSI? Anyway, this ticker just kept on running all day long. It just would not stop. I think there was another ticker. There was a ticker that was up like 4,000% or so. I think it was PPSI, but oftentimes I don't put the actual names in my videos, my video title. I'll just say something kind of more relevant to the actual trading setup. But anyway, at one point in a hot market, you just get these huge like 10x runners, and you don't really want to stop trading because there's no point. So if we start seeing stuff like that, I'm going to be totally happy to trade till 11 o'clock or so, and really put in the extra effort. So to answer maybe people's question, is NTRB still a buy at this point? I would say yes, as long as it's maintaining this front side. Who knows how far it's going to go? It still looks like it's like on an exponential move up. Once it breaks 12, if it breaks 12, it's going to go quicker and quicker. Volume temporarily is fading a little bit here. Maybe it's going to enter into a longer term like consolidation zone before we get some continuation here. This is why like by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, noon, I'm usually done, because I don't like those longer consolidation zones because I trip over myself a lot. But NTRB right now is absolutely killing it. And I wouldn't be surprised if on Monday we saw NTRB again, because we've been seeing so many multi-day runners. So NTRB for sure, don't stop looking at it. Now, if it randomly comes out with a huge offering and flushes 60% or so, then it would be done and then it'd be over. But at the moment, it's still trending to the front side. It's looking really good. And I'm trying to avoid getting FOMO and trading it at this point. I'm going to call it. That was a great way to end the year, with a very small amount of size and very small amount of trading time. That almost makes it a little bit better. I traded pretty much for let's see here, 18 bars times 5. Yeah, that was like an hour and a half I traded. So for an hour and a half, I made $1,500. Really not so bad. And if I wanted to make more money, yes, trading longer would have worked today. But most of the time, just doing the same thing, just sizing up, getting aggressive, noticing when the tickers are hot, and then jumping in on it. And today in the Discord, we were talking a little bit about like New Year's resolutions and what you guys want to do for 2022 going forward. A lot of people were saying just sizing up, kind of doing a lot of the same stuff, but sizing up. There's also other good points like, trade less on the weekdays, kind of know when it's a hot day and get more aggressive on those days. And that's super true. Like, you want to trade the best and you leave the rest, because if you start trading a bunch of chop and you trade 24/7, you're going to go crazy and you're going to be totally drained by the time there's a good opportunity like NTRB. You're just not going to take it, because you're going to be like, we've been seeing so much bad stuff, or I just took like 100 trades in the last few days and none of them worked out. So by the time you see something like NTRB, you're just going to be like, no, this is fake news. It's not going to work out. I swear it's not going to work out. When in reality, this is the ticker you should have been waiting for. And that's why I've been trying to be a little bit more pause off and either end the day early or start the day a little bit later, or be very selective, because yesterday I only did 8 trades because the market was absolutely trash. There was no reason for me to do 20, 30, 40, 50 trades and trade an extra hour. There's just no reason for that. So today would have been a good opportunity for that, but I didn't want to push my luck on the last trading day. I wanted just to take my profits, call it. I have so many things planned for today, so I'm just gonna enjoy the holidays and be happy with that. But on a normal day, you want to get aggressive. All right, guys, before I keep rambling too long, I just want to say thanks for being part of this community. It's been an insane journey for pretty much over 2 years now, just slightly over 2 years we've been doing this, a year and a half of which we were streaming. And now we're just building the Discord. We're all learning together. We're getting to the point where we can interview other people in the Discord, like David or the Jen and Bren interview. It's a really exciting place to be. It's just a great group of friends. And I can't wait for us to do that future meetup at one point once COVID kind of chills out a little bit and traveling doesn't get so stressful. I feel like we're all reaching that next level in our trading. And if you're totally new, that's fine, because you're going to be around a community if you join us in the Discord every single day. And you can grow much faster by learning what everyone else is doing, and it's going to help you get to constantly that next level, because there's always going to be someone a little bit better than you, and that's a good thing, because then you could be like, okay, that person is doing this that I'm not doing, and like, I don't know, being more selective on my trading or something like that, and that'll help you become a better trader quicker and quicker and quicker. So I'm just super proud of the community that we've been able to grow, and I can't wait for what 2022 has in store. In the end of the day, it's all about being consistent, showing up every single day, and eventually things are going to start clicking. And I don't know how I came across this guy or one of the quotes he's left, but I really like his summary here. And this is what I think we should all strive for, to get better as traders and people and everything in our lives. Perfection is achieved not when there's nothing more to add, but when there's nothing left to take away. I love that, because I always find the best strategy is the easiest strategy. Anytime something is too complex, I feel like, ooh, there's a good chance this is just gonna fall apart, because in times of trouble, you need something easy to reach back to. You need that, 5-minute setup. You need to know if it's on a front side, if it's ranging, if it's backside, and that's it. Anything else is gonna start throwing you off. You're gonna start second guessing yourself. There's gonna be 10 indicators telling you different things. So focus on less, but perfecting those few gold nuggets, and never try to overcomplicate. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Ooh, NTRB pulling back here. This could be one of those critical support zones that we saw here and here. Let's check out the 1 minute again. Oh man, that's that $5 zone we were talking about. Whew. All right, I gotta put the mouse away and just log off, and I'll see you guys then in 2022. And obviously in the Discord between then. So don't forget to drop a like on the way out. Consider subscribing if you're new, and like always guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Happy New Year everyone. Ciao, ciao.